Good morning, everybody. It's day 3, starting our volunteer work today here on Lopez Island. Let me show you a little bit around camp. This is Jeremy. He's the one leading this group this week. He's also the chief chef. Yeah. He's made us a wonderful meal breakfast, and then everybody packed their lunch. Or we're in the process of packing lunches so that we'll have something to eat. As I said, there's a shelter here. I actually slept in the shelter. Everybody else decided to tent camp, but do you know me? If I have a chance not to get a wet tent, I will take it. Pretty simple campground, just the fire pit. And then we have the path that leads out down to the main road and the bathrooms. And then we also have 2 additional campsites back here where the other people set up their tents. So this will be home for, last night and the next 2 nights. And we will be heading out for our trail maintenance here over on the south part of the island. We'll be heading down there by car. So we'll be doing that in a little bit, and I will share a little bit about our trail maintenance when we get down there. Hey everybody, we are out climbing Chadwell Hill Trail. We are heading out to do trail maintenance. Got 3 people in front of me. Got 4 people behind me. So we have a small group to do some trail maintenance out here today. Basically going to be clearing the brush back from the edge of the trail. So cutting vines and stuff that have overtaken the trail. So to give you an idea, this is the trail before we started. It's got a lot of stuff on it as far as overgrowth. And we're coming through with loppers and swing blades and hand pruners and trimming. Back here you can see Jeremy and Tyler. They're working on trimming back stuff from the edges of the trail. We're trying to make it 18 inches wide. Behind them are people coming with loppers to cut off bigger things. And then the what we're calling lawnmowers, which are swing blades that you swing and cut they're cutting back the edges. So we're moving all the way along down the trail. Well, we found out why it's called the Marsh Trail. So here's the marsh. Beautiful. A couple of lily pads out there, they're blooming. We have people still working on the trail down here. Our loppers lopping off the heavy stuff for us. We're continuing on down trail for a little ways. A hiking trip without something from nature. Here's a huge banana slug that we found. Actually, he's not huge. They come bigger than that. Probably see them over on Olympic National Park when we're over there. But Owen found this one here on the 4th floor. So, banana slug.
Banana slug.
Trail ends here, right at the entrance of the marsh. Literally the trail ends right there. And then we go into water. So we're not going to go through the marsh, but we're just trimming up to it. This section is very overgrown with weeds, so lawnmowers have to come through here. We also need to cut some of these branches back, but we're working on it, and I'll share a little segment after we're done. Hey everybody, we hit the end of the trail, as I showed you, and now I'm heading back up the trail. You can see how it's a little more defined and got the edges cut back. Section looks very nice through the woods. It's very beautiful. Here we have mostly pine trees or cedars. Not a lot of, I haven't seen any leaf trees. A lot of ferns. It's a very damp environment. So that's the kinds of trees we have out here. Very different than in Ohio, where pine trees aren't natural normally. There's only a couple places in Ohio where they're normal or natural. Most pine trees in Ohio have been planted, and they don't reproduce into additional saplings. In most cases, sometimes they do, but normally not. Here, it's the norm for them to reproduce. So we got all kinds of pine trees here. Switch back here. Oh, and the trail continues on. But as you can see, we went through and cleared quite a bit. Here's another section. This is that section right by the water I showed you before. You see the grasses have been cut back and everything's been cut up so that people can come. They can actually ride horses down here. So we tried to cut up high enough that they could go through. But as you can see, there's a lot of debris laying down. It will get trampled down and be okay. But the trail is much more passable now. It was passable before, but better for day hikers now. To give you an idea, this was all covered with grass when we came down, and they trimmed it back. The ferns and stuff were all in the path, so they trimmed everything back and field mowed it with the swing blades. And it's a nice uphill climb, but at least now there's a designated trail. Hey guys, this is like the Appalachian Trail. You climb high enough and you finally get a view. This is Chadwick Hill, way to the top. I have no idea how far we went. I didn't turn on any of my apps to track me, but I think I'll turn it on when I go down just to see how far down we go and how far it is. So I'll share that tonight. But beautiful view here from Chadwick Hill. We're a little bit off of the top of Chadwick Hill, but this is a great view from here. So I thought I'd stop and share the mountains in the background. I don't know whether you consider those mountains or big hills, but either way, they're hard to climb. Hey, everybody climbing to the top of Chadwick Hill and came across a group of these flowers. I looked it up. It's common harebell, Harebell. Kind of interesting. And the little plants next to it are kind of interesting. Not sure what those are. I'm almost betting that my wife Jennifer could tell you, but what caught my eye is the little purple flowers. Hey guys, I made it up and over Chadwick Hill and got another view up here. Beautiful view, some sailboats down there. The island's over there on the far side of us. There's an island right out here in front of us. Pretty cool view from here. It is going on 2:30. We have to be back down the hill in about an hour. Looks like there might be some rain right over there. Hopefully that stays over there. And but I'm getting ready to head back down. Thanks for joining me for this little hike. I'm glad we were all the way up. We were trimming trees and branches that were overhanging the trail. So we have a nice trail all the way up for the people to enjoy. I decided to look these up because they're all over the place over here. There's more of these purple flowers, but there's all kinds of this, and these are small leaf stone crop. Interesting plant. They grow all over the top of the stones here. So it's kind of cool. So I took a picture and found out what those were. So small leaf stone crops. Hey guys, I made a mistake. That was not small leaf, it was broadleaf. And this is Puget Sound gumweed. Interesting yellow flowers. Only seen them at the top of the hill. But they actually get their name, Puget Sound gumweed, from this the sound out here, the water out here. So the Puget Sound gumweed. And we have a little bit of it all over here. Heading down the hill. I'll talk to you at the bottom. Good morning, everybody. It's about 6:20 in the morning. Forgot to do my evening wrap up last night, so I'll do it now and then just include it in yesterday's video. We did about a mile of cleaning on the trail. Also did an additional mile hike up to the top of Chadwick Hill, which is a very big hill, 500 feet elevation change in 2 miles. In addition, a lot of down in there as well. So it was up and down, but 500 feet elevation up. We also had to come back down that. It was a 2 mile up, 2 mile down, so 4 mile round trip. unfortunately, I wasn't using my hiking poles, so my knees are killing me. We'll see how today goes, but may end up taking a 0 here tomorrow to let my knees recover. Going up and down hills without the hiking poles really affects my knees. So we'll see. It was a good day for work, and it rained last night. We came back, we had burgers and sweet corn for dinner, a very nice dinner that Jeremy made. And I'm up early before everybody else, just waiting around for breakfast, got dressed, and hope to have a great day. Hope you guys have a great day too. Thanks, Brent. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 4. This is the crew. We're getting ready to head out to, what is this place? Watmau Bay. So we're heading that way, and we will be doing clearing as we go. And I'll share some sights along the way for today. But it's going to be a lot of clearing like we did yesterday, so I probably won't be doing a lot of video on that. Talk to you later. We've made it to the bay. A beautiful view here today. Right. And then look at that rock cliff. Won't be climbing that today.
It's funny because I almost did, but I didn't want to push it.
We've only made it about 300 yards. The trail was mostly already done. We did trim some stuff overhead and got some grasses back, and got to the bay. So we'll continue down the next trail and continue cleaning up. Hey everybody, I've done about 0.7 miles. I'm continuing on going, but I'm here to tell you there is not a bad day's work when this is your view. Beautiful view here with the trees and the ferns, the water. Very cool. So I'm going to continue on, and I'll share more video down the trail. Hey guys, it's about 11 o'clock. I think I made it about a mile. Just made it to a rocky outcropping at the edge overlooking the bay. So a beautiful sight here. I think I might sit here and eat one of my sandwiches. Actually, I only brought one sandwich, so I guess I'm going to eat my sandwich. I also have some snacks. But it's 11 o'clock and it's time for a break. Just wanted to share where I'm having lunch at. Continuing on. Talk to you later. Hey guys, made it back to the bay. Ended up with 2.5 miles today. But a beautiful day here on the bay. I think everybody's sitting here, or most people are sitting here, and I think we might be done working for the day. We'll see. You spot the crab? There he is. He's moving. This area is just covered with little crabs. Pretty cool here in this little protected bay here. They're hiding out in along the edge of the kelp. And there's that little guy again.
And there's little fish too. Little tiny.
Good everyone. It's 5 p.m. This concludes the volunteer work weekend here on Lopez Island in the San Juan Islands in Washington State. Tomorrow morning, we, as a group, will have breakfast and then head to the ferry to catch the ferry. I'm hoping to be on the 9:15 ferry back over to Anacortes, and from there we will probably riding about 50 miles tomorrow to get to my next ferry to head over to the San Juan Islands. So I'm sorry, not the San Juan Islands, to the Olympic Peninsula. That will start my adventure riding down the Olympic Peninsula and then down to Portland. So stay tuned for announcements for tomorrow. I will be recording something in the morning, but this is the end of the recordings for the work trip. It was successful. We got a lot of trail cleared. They were very happy with the work we did, and I got some hiking in. Knees are still bothering me a little bit today. Somebody gave me some BioFreeze, and I put that on. That seems to be working well. Was able to go into town and get a shower, actually shaved, so I actually feel like a human. So thanks for joining me, and this is the wrap up for day 4, and tomorrow is a riding day.